Welcome back to Session 4! We are back in class, ladies and gentlemen, after being gone for a while due to COVID fucking us, but we are back once again for Session 4. Now today's lesson is about fantastic villains. Let me write that on the board. Fantastic villains. In our time, we have seen many fantastic villains. For example, we have seen a psychotic angry motherfucker with an eye patch who had a zombie daughter. We've also seen another angry psychotic motherfucker with a bat and barbed wire. But class, I have a new proposition for you for another fantastic villain that would go down in our history books. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Wish Got Come Walter White. I'm serious. I am dead fucking serious.
Hello people there, and my name is Gaten Marks, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to discuss something a bit new on this channel. We're going to discuss about my favorite TV shows. Let me clarify that I love the show a lot, but this thing they've done lately, I'm not a big fan of it. Walking Dead. You know, the zombie show, bang bang, shoot shoot, villains, bad bad, you know, that kind of show. Yeah, we're going to talk about it today. And obviously I think you know what Walking Dead is, otherwise you wouldn't click on this fucking video. And today we're going to discuss about one of the newest things the show has introduced. The Reapers. These new, this new group of villains who introduced themselves in season 11, I believe, but they were also partially, I think they were partially briefly in season 10, a bonus episode of Maggie, I think, episode 17 maybe, as I mentioned, I think. So yeah, they've been around for hot minutes. And let me just say, ever since we got introduced to them fully, they've sucked. Okay, they sucked. Now, I know episode 4 of The Walking Dead comes out today, but I'm recording this where it's come out tomorrow, so this is being recorded on Saturday, but this might come out on a Sunday. And basically, spoiler alert, the episode is based around knowing about the Reapers. And we learned a lot about them. Or at least I tried before I passed on absolute boredom. I watched the episode with my friend, and it sucked. It just sucked. I'm sorry. It just was not entertaining at all. And before you go dislike, it's like, oh my god, Walking Dead is the great show of all time. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Now, let me just explain. I do like the show. I do. But the Reapers suck. And I'll explain why. In 4 reasons. 4 good reasons. Number 1, they are literally only there for plot development. Ever since they were introduced, they've been treated as these big bad guys who are quite literally only there to drive the plot. Like, we know that at the end of the day, they're going to get defeated, they're going to get destroyed in some fucking way, and they're just there to drive the plot. Like, we don't give a fuck about them. Like, we just want to see what happens with the Commonwealth. Okay, they are literally only there to make for some intense moments in the show. They are treated as, they're treated as these guys with just villains. That's it. They have no motives. We don't know the motives, so honestly, we do not know motives. They're just, oh, big bad guys. We don't know the motives at all. We don't know the motives. We don't know what the fuck they're doing with them. They're just there to literally drive the plot of the show, and it's really fucking annoying because I have seen many great villains in the past. While yes, they do drive the plot, they do it in an absolutely incredible way. That's what pisses me off the most. Because The Walking Dead is a great show. They are literally made by the same two who made Breaking fucking Bad, and yet they still fail to make a good villain. I don't know why. They've had this done many times before, and this time the Reapers just feel so forced down the throats. It's so damn annoying. Yeah, but that's pretty much my number 1 reason. They're just there for plot development. That's literally it. Now, reason number 2 of why they suck ass. Point number 2, should I say. They are literally just recycling old villains. Like I said before, AMC, Walking Dead has made great villains before. Let's take, for example, the Governor, Negan, Alpha, and Beta. I'm counting Beta because he was the main villain for a bit. And all those guys, great guys. And then, right in the middle, Wish Got Come Walter White. What the fuck? What are you doing here? No one wants you. No one wants you. They are literally a group ripping off the Whispers and the Saviors. How so, you might be wondering? Well, look at the mask. Doesn't that kind of remind you of the Whispers? They're just less disturbing masks. That's pretty much what it is. They literally steal the Whisper. They steal the idea of masks from the Whisper. And this Wish Got Come Walter White, I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten his name, but he literally looks like Walter White. He's literally just a dictator who uses fear to keep himself in power. What does that remind you of? What does that remind you of? I think it reminds you of the guy who made fucking spaghetti for that one kid named, I think, Carl. Very small character in the show. You may have never heard him before. But yeah, that's literally what the group is. They're just recycling old villains and concepts, and it's just not entertaining at all because you know what's going to happen. So what happened with the Governor, he got killed. You saw what happened with Negan, he almost got killed. You saw what happened with Alpha and Beta, they got killed. We all know what's going to happen to Wish Got Come Walter White. But yeah, that's pretty much what they're going to do, and Wish Got Come Walter White is no exception. He's going to be killed in some way later on in the show, and we just know it's going to happen because it's just so obvious. They are just there for plot development, and it's so annoying. Now, reason number 3. They had a horrible introduction to the show as villains. Now, while the season's still going on, season 11, we really didn't get an idea who they really fucking were until episode 4 of season 11. Well, they're literally just like the Saviors and the Whisperers, as anyone expected, and we know nothing about the modes. They're like, oh, we're there for God, you know, the witch god come Walter White is apparently a Gabriel now, okay? They had horrible introduction as villains. Now, let's take a lesson back in history, guys. How was the Governor introduced? Well, he's introduced as this guy who looks seemingly normal, who can manipulate. Took out a bunch of military men. Bam, took them all out. Nothing, moved on. That was the introduction to the Governor. How we get introduced to Negan? We got the bash. Glenn Abraham died. Sorry if you got spoiled of that. I don't know why you watched this video if you didn't know that. But yeah, that's what Negan is. That's how he gets introduced. Amazing. How did Alpha get introduced? I honestly forgot, but they got introduced to the masks and they killed fucking Jesus. Rest in peace, Jesus. Yeah, that's how Alpha got introduced. And Beta, if you want to count him, similar way. But yeah, pretty much those 4 villains introduced in fantastic ways. We didn't really find out who the leader was of the show until we saw episode 4. And we found this witch god called Walter White. And a spoiler, if you're also watching, Leah, you know, the girl from that Dale episode, comes back too. And it's literally there for plot development just for Dale to have an excuse to stay there. And later on, by the way, I'm going off topic, but there's this horrible thing I have to mention. There's this test thing they do where they put Leah and Dale in the same room, and then they start this file, and then Dale saves Leah because Dale cares for Leah, but then they're like, oh, you passed the test, you get to join us. Why did you use Leah though? If you wanted to make him seem loyal to the group, why didn't you put someone in there who had no association with Dale? If he saved them, fine, good test. But with fucking Leah, of course he's gonna save her. It's so stupid. And there's so many cliches and tropes in the episode that it makes you want to die. I mean, I'm so sorry, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. The show is just so fucking boring. Cliches and tropes and just all this stuff with these villains that we just saw come from like a million miles away. Like, oh, this witch god called Walter White. Doesn't seem so bad. Oh, wait, never mind. He just fucking put a guy in the fire and put his foot down for 30 seconds. Even though his foot should have started to burn and he should have maybe taken off the fire, but no, he kept it there for some reason. Yeah, we all saw it coming. We literally all saw it coming. I was watching my friends like, yep, it's coming. And yep, it happened. Literally, it's so predictable and it's so damn annoying. It's so predictable and so damn on the nose with everything. It's just, there's no surprise to it. There's no intenseness. They're trying to bring intense moments, but we know what's coming. We know what's coming. We've seen this like 4 times before. We know how these villains are going to go. They're going to die in some way near the end of the season. They are. Because we just know that's how it's going to go down. Because it's the last fucking season. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? They're just there for plot development. It's so annoying. And they're just horrible villains. And my full point why they suck, I just don't care. No one cares Walking Dead. This is serious. We don't care about these guys. They are so damn boring. They have no motive. They're just there for plot development. They're just recycling old villains. They have nothing new to them, nothing special. Like, try to give a unique sentence about each villain. You can do that. Governor, Negan, Alpha, and Beta. You can get all unique sentences about them. What the fuck do you say about the Reapers? Oh, this big bad group who make for intense moments, and oh, they kill people. Ooh, they're really cool, but their moves. Ooh, they have masks. As if Negan and Alpha and Beta and the Governor, they have aspects like that before. Come on, Walking Dead. You are 11 seasons in the show. You should know by now how a great villain should be made. You've done it before. But then you make this horrible group of people, the Reapers, who are literally just there, just for development. I'll make that clear as possible. They're just there for plot development. Like, watch the show. Here's a challenge for all of you. Watch the first 4 episodes, and the one that comes, the 4th episode comes up tomorrow, so you better see it. Watch the first 4 episodes that involves the Reapers, and tell me how else could they have developed plot. There's literally no other way they could have done it. There's no other way. Especially the 4th episode. That woman completely wasted because that was based entirely on the Reapers, the headquarters, and the leader. But yeah, like I'm saying, they're just there as bad villains. Ooh, big, scary, bad villains. Ooh, you know, like we've seen it before, and I'm sick of it. So all in all, in conclusion to this video, why the Reapers suck. Number 1, they're only there for plot development. They are literally just to drive the plot and make for some intense moments. Number 2, they're recycling old villains. They legit directly copy Negan and the Whisperers. Number 3, they had horrible introductions as villains compared to other villains before who had fantastic introductions. These guys suck. It took 4 episodes for them to get a proper introduction to the leader, and we still don't know half shit about the motives. And we just don't give a fuck. Number 4, we just don't care. We don't care. But all in all, that's why the Reapers are the worst villains right now. Season 11 right now for The Walking Dead has been the best season, and it's been holding with a lot of questions. Like, the main thing people want to see is Rick returning, and where the Commonwealth will go, obviously, because no one gives a fuck about the Reapers. No one gives a fuck. Okay, it's really about the Commonwealth and Rick, that's it. And thank God, episode 5 will focus on the Commonwealth, and we'll see what happens from there. But all in all, that's why I think the Reapers are the worst villains yet in The Walking Dead, and they're just boring, unoriginal, and they are there for pretty much no reason. So yeah, that's pretty much my video, and that's pretty much my video on why the Reapers suck. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, pretty much all I gotta say. If you like the video, subscribe for more content. I'll be sure to do some more videos soon. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And remember, don't make a Walter White again, AMC.